Hi there, and welcome to Module 2. This is Lesson 2 of the Master Me Challenge. This is all about movement. All right, so I'm going to get started. And last week, just to quickly recap, we talked about um, the making, right? The making of you, and specifically the making of you by way of making space in your home, in your life, and maintaining order, right? So that you can get a hold of yourself, develop yourself in a clear space, in an organized space, and you maintain that order, right? Having to do an organization. So this time around, we're focused on playtime, right? We hear that when it comes to kids, they have play dates. But why can't we have play dates as adults, right? So we're going to talk about play dates and actually movement, right? So I know when I get together with my girlfriends, we were very mindful. We don't want to just go somewhere and eat. We want to go and move. We want to go and walk. We want to do something slightly adventurous, if not, a trip where we're having an all out adventure. So we're going to be focused on the importance of movements and the importance of play dates. So I just wanted to talk to you about this challenge, just to remind you, this challenge came about when a lot of reasons, but the main reasons when I think about my arduous journey to get my master's degree, I realized that it was not about like the content that I was learning. It had it had far more to do with me learning how to master myself as all of these extreme obstacles came during this time. It was like I was getting a master's degree in life. So this challenge has to do with acknowledging you as a career professional, right? Like as a professional woman or just a career person, that there's going to be things beyond the job, right? You know that already. But what I'm saying is, in your different roles of leadership, perhaps, it's not just about doing a good job there. It really is about doing a good job, maintaining yourself, doing a good job with keeping order within yourself. And flat out, my spiritual life in Christ really made the difference. It was the most impactful difference when I was dealing with overwhelming toxic situations in my personal life and work. So that's why this challenge exists. Now, my story, I alluded to it, but I just want to just go a little further. Again, overcoming toxic environments in my personal life and in work, it really, it really, it really assists in this life coaching work. Like I cannot, and it's not just, oh, had horrible times. It was the overcoming. It was the steps in the overcoming. It was the maintaining in it. It was the renewing my mind. It was all of these things that I hope to impart to you and discuss as it relates to your life. To be transparent, it is only by the grace of God and His direction that I left an abusive romantic relationship and endured toxic job environments, and I've come out fantastically better. And I am just so grateful. And so all of this leads to what you get when I am coaching, when I am listening. I was led to attend a health coaching program and first, of course, apply it to myself. I saw the fantastic changes. I felt better. My perspective was better. And also at this time, I was growing in my relationship with Christ. It wasn't just going to church, check. It was an application of the word to my life, which is completely different than just attending church service. And then so I applied that to myself, saw these fantastic results and still seeing them. And then I applied it to any willing community member who saw things in the program, who saw what I had to offer, and they've had amazing results as well. Lastly, my experience as way back when in college as a Division I student athlete, it allows me to perform well. It allows me to pull on the highest level I should say, of just doing things. I don't want to say performance, but the highest level of me doing things with stress. Thank God for that. And then me just having a heart to serve people and to see transformation is what brings me here to the Master Me Challenge. What brings you here, right? Be able to answer that. What brings you to the Master Me Challenge? So as we start movement, I really believe that wellness is connected to an active lifestyle. And I'm going to define the next slide. What does movement mean? It is stated that the definition is to change position, physically, mentally, or spiritually. I mean, when I first thought of this concept, I definitely did think of the moving your body and how that yields amazing results, not only to weight management, but to really maintain mental health. But when I came across the definition, all kinds of things started sparking. So, what I'm going to do is just move on. And as I move on, you're going to understand a lot of why I believe what I believe and how this is going to help you. So, all work and no play. You hear all kinds of quotes about this, but it's not a good thing. It is bad business. All work and no play leaves you with little to no creativity. I've seen this because women that I've worked with who have a lot going on in terms of their responsibilities at the job, in the house. When they come through the program, one of the marked differences was increased creativity to the point where people have moved out on businesses, on projects. I mean, ideas were just sparking, innovative ideas were sparking for work and for their business. Some didn't have one before we started. So it brings me great joy to know that once they've learned the lessons and applied it, their life has really changed. Okay. Now, besides weight management, what movement does is it helps your mental health. I talked about that earlier, but it's not just movement. Once you're moving, you realize, well, some don't, but food, what you eat, what you don't eat, that really maintains mental health. This next video is going to be talking about how food can heal you. Whole foods can heal you. So bear with me as I click on this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this video in the caption. I'm going to place it in the comments so that you can go to it. It's literally 8 minutes. Watch it and then join this video, okay? Because it's not letting me click, and that's fine. We're going to move on. So let me give you a couple stories just to drive